Alright, hello everyone. I'm doing another video. I haven't been able to do many lately. And may not be able to do one for a while. After this, we'll see. But I'm doing one right now. It's a one-pan chicken dinner with potatoes and green beans. So, since it's not going to take that long to prep, I'm going to go ahead and pull out the chicken. It's a little bit frozen, not that much, but a little bit. Okay. Let me throw this away. Alright, let me get a knife. Okay. Oh, cut off some of this fat. The oven is preheating at 350. And this meal will cook for about an hour. It says an hour and 10 minutes. But I'm going to check it a little bit ahead of time. Okay? Let me get my pan. I'm hoping this will be big enough. Take the lid off. Put the lid up here. Okay. It's not quite a casserole. What it is one side will have green beans, in the middle will have the chicken, and on the other side will have potatoes. Okay? I bought a small bag of potatoes. I hope that's good enough. What this is, so it's it says 3 chicken breasts. The one I usually make in the pan goes the whole chicken breast. Whole. All 3 will go, you know. But this one is going to be a little different. The recipe, it was an actual recipe, but it's a better idea, is down the middle will go cut up chicken breast instead of just the whole chicken breast. Okay? And on the side, the potatoes, it says 4 to 5 medium potatoes cut up into small pieces. But this will be just, I thought they were a little bit bigger, but they're little baby potatoes, see? Thought they were like, I knew they were baby potatoes, but I thought they were a little bit bigger. And then on the other side, I'll just put some, it says 2 cans of green beans. So you can add a little bit, another can or another half can if you want. Okay, got the, here, let me spray it. It doesn't say whether to spray it or not, so I'll just be on the safe side. And once you put that stuff in there, it says take 1 packet of Italian dressing mix, you know, the little packet. Sprinkle it all over everything. And then 1 melted stick of butter, 1 stick of butter melted, drizzle it over it. And that's it. Okay? And that's it. So, cutting board I have is small. So, I've got the pan here so I can put the chicken in as I cut it. And it's a little bit frozen. So, not much frozen, just a little bit. But sometimes chicken is easier to cut when it's a little bit frozen. But that's okay. So, okay, and the stand that I usually put my phone on when I record, I don't know. I thought I put it in one of my bags I had, but I don't know. I can't seem to find it. I was looking for it. So, sorry if it's not quite as stable. Okay? So, let's get this done. Okay, guys. As I cut up a few pieces, I'll put it in the pan. Okay. And at first I thought I didn't have any Italian dressing mix because I was supposed to buy some the last time I ordered some food online, but I forgot to. But then, when I was looking in my little clear box thing I have where I got some, gravy packets and other packets of stuff, I found 2 packets of it, of the Italian mix. So, I guess I did have some and I didn't realize it. So maybe it's good I didn't buy any. Okay. Alright, the oven just beeps. It's done preheating. It's preheated to 350. Okay? So, it will cook for 1 hour and 10 minutes according to timing. So, if you know your oven cooks a little longer or a little shorter, you can base it on that. If you want to check it ahead of time, which I'm going to check it ahead of time. I'm going to check it at 1 hour instead of 1 hour and 10 minutes. But I may go with like 45 minutes or 50 minutes, something like that. Alright, you just want to make sure the chicken's cooked all the way through and the potatoes are cooked and soft. Now if you're using fresh green beans, you want to make sure they're nice and soft too. But, like, the instruction, it says to use canned green beans, but you can use fresh if you want. Just make sure you break off the ends so it'll cook better. You're supposed to break off the ends anyways. But if you use canned green beans, it wouldn't take that long because they're canned. But they're still going to be in there an hour. But yeah, hopefully the stick of butter will be enough moisture so the stuff doesn't get dry, especially the potatoes, because it's not good if the potatoes get too dry. Okay, but I'm gonna make sure. Oops, sorry guys. Alright, I'm almost done. Usually I'll have prepped a lot of stuff, like I will have the chicken cut up already. Or if I'm making something with ground beef, I'll have the ground beef at least halfway cooked, if not more. For you guys. Depending how many steps and how long each step takes. But this is not a lot of steps. Sorry guys, I dropped my phone on top of my chicken, so once I'm done here, I'm gonna clean that. Okay? I'm on the 3rd and last chicken breast. Okay? Alrighty. This was some thick chicken breast. Alright. I'm getting there. Trying not to the cutting board wants to slip around, so Try not to let it hit my phone again. That way the phone won't fall onto the chicken. Okay? Yes, the chicken is still really, really cold, so when I'm done, my hands will be really, really cold. Okay. Okay, just about done with this chicken. Okay, this last little piece to cut. Okay. Alright, so let me get the rest of this chicken in here.
How is it all sides?
It shows it. Like there's more room, I guess, maybe because this is small. I don't know. So, let me kind of push this down a little bit. Because I don't want it too piled on top of each other or the chicken won't cook. Let me wash my hands. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Okay, my hands are washed. Oh, let me get the green beans. I forgot about them. Okay, got the green beans. Okay, let me get this. One second. Okay, wanted to get stuff out the way. Sorry, sorry. Okay. So let me open these. Okay, guys, I'm still here. Okay. Just draining them too. Okay. So, let me get these out. Okay. Now let me pour these in here. One can. Just scooting the chicken over a little bit so I can fit the green beans in there. Okay. I don't know if the potatoes are gonna fit in there. May have to pile up the chicken a little bit. But the chicken is in pieces, so should. Ooh. Okay. So Sorry. Green beans are still good. Not real good. Because they're cold. Okay. So. Alright, let me rinse my hands. Right there. That was just my son. He was reaching over grabbing a green bean. Okay. Alright, so let me open this bag of potatoes. Alright, so I'm going to put these in here. Put these potatoes in here. As you see, these are baby. Okay, they're good for soups and other stuff. See, some are a little bigger than the, see? Like, the ones that are a little bigger, I'm thinking about cutting them in half. Because there are some that are... Let me get just a regular knife. The one I had for the chicken is not washed, plus it's huge. So, like these ones, I'm just going to cut in half. Because there are some that are this tiny. Like a pearl onion. See? But then there are some that are a little bit bigger. Like, here's one that's a little bit bigger. You know. So, I don't want some to be all done and then they're... This one... kind of long, so let me... Alright, so let me dump the rest in there. I didn't dump them all in at once. Okay, so... Let me just check some of these potatoes. Oh, see, I can do it like that. Now, if I freshly sharpen my knife, that's a bad idea, because it'll... I've done it before, and it cut my finger. But, oh, like that one's in half. Just checking for any more that are, you know, a little bit bigger than the little ones, you know. Like the real tiny, like here's a little baby pea one. So I don't need to cut those in half, but... That's why I want to check it ahead of time, because I can also check the potatoes and... I guess I could remove some if they seemed to be done before the rest. You know what I mean? See? So, once again, it's like a one-pan chicken dinner. You know, green beans on one side, potatoes on the other, chicken right in the middle. And I suggest the pan that I use, you use one a little bit bigger. Okay? But this will work. Oven 350 for for an hour and 10 minutes. Check it ahead of time. Gonna sprinkle Italian dressing mix, the powder, over and melt one. Oh, excuse me. Hiccups. One stick of butter. My brain wasn't thinking, sorry. One stick of butter. So, okay, so, let me get the measuring cup out. Because I thought about doing it in a pan, but I don't feel like cleaning the pot. So, I have Land O'Lakes, which after I use this, I'm not buying Land O'Lakes again. For the purpose of... Land O'Lakes is hard butter, I will tell you. It's butter. It's not margarine, that's probably why. Can't believe it's not butter, but I think that's margarine, because this one's hard. It's not soft. So you really would need to leave this out. But, yeah, can't believe it's not butter. I use that. Buy it in a container, and I also buy the sticks. And it's softer. Oh, I was about to cut it too. Yes, I was. But let's get that done. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. All right. Stick that up in there. Put it in the microwave. I'm going to put it on for 2 minutes. But I will check it after about 30 seconds to 45 seconds. You know. Okay? Now while that's doing that, I'm going to finish checking on some potatoes. Make sure some are not really too big. So some I may have to cut in half. Okay? Alrighty. So let's see. Let's turn, yeah, it's against the color butter. So y'all can see some of the food while I'm doing this. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Let's see, this one was a little big. I just looked at it and realized it may needed one more cut. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. I think that's good. Oh, this is a funny looking one. Okay. Alright, so let me get the seasoning I forgot. Okay. Now, if you think it needs more flavoring and you want to add another packet or half a packet, you may do so. Or if you think you want other seasonings on here. Do you want anything else, Alvin? Look. That Zesty Italian, good seasonings. I like this one. Zesty Italian. Okay. See, this is the whole packet. It says it's 0.6 ounces. It's the whole packet, but the seasoning is way down here. So you got this much of the packet. Doesn't have nothing in it. Oops. I forgot to check the butter before the 2 minutes. Okay, well, I'll get it in a minute. Let me get some over there. Close the microwave, get so that, because I'm standing kind of like in front of it. I'm going to take some of the green beans and I'm just going to mix it up. Okay, just a little bit. Same with the potatoes. Well, I see some of the seasoning got to the bottom, so. Yes. Okay. Let me lift some of the chicken up. So just want to make sure the seasoning. So if you want, which I thought about this before, but I haven't made it in a while, so I forgot. If you want to like put like a little bit, like a layer of your chicken or a little bit of your chicken down and sprinkle a little bit of this and then put some more chicken on top and then sprinkle a little bit more. And same with the green beans, just put a layer, you know, sprinkle some. Same with the potatoes. Put some, sprinkle, you know, so you can make sure all of it gets it. Okay? You may do that. Alrighty? And your chicken, if you choose to leave it whole, get a huge pan, or I think you can even use a sheet pan. But the other recipe that I follow, it's putting the chicken, like three chicken breasts down the middle. If you use a bigger pan or a sheet pan, then they'll fit whole, like side by side, whole chickens, not cut up like I just did. Okay? And when it came to the butter, it did tell you to cut up a stick of butter into slices and just lay them around on top instead of melt it and pour it around. But this one says melt it. So let's see. I'm going to see if cutting it up is better, which it probably is, and if using melted butter instead of just putting butter pieces. I know the butter will eventually melt, but it might help it better. So let's see. Okay. So, just going to take this knife. Just going to kind of stir it up. Make sure there's no butter chunks, which there's not. So, there. Got the butter. Alright, so just pour it. And if you think it needs a little more, and I would, I just thought about it. I thought about it, didn't say it in the, if you would like, since it says an hour and 10 minutes. Okay, and I told you I was going to check it at 45 to 50 minutes. But if you'd like to check it at 30 minutes, just to make sure there's enough liquid in there and that it didn't dry up. Because you don't want, because the green beans and the potatoes especially, they'll become all dried up, especially the potatoes. Like I feel like just now, I didn't be able to get some of the liquid all over the potatoes. Got some over the chicken and the green beans, but I didn't get up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some more, but I'm not going to do the whole thing. Okay? I'm going to do about half. Okay? So let me do about half. Okay, just about half. So, oh, I'm right here. Sorry, guys. This hand has, I mixed up some of the, just a minute, okay. I mixed up some of the, when I put the seasoning on there, I mixed it up with my hands, so. But I didn't use this hand, so. Alright, so, about a minute, okay, because you can't really see even this angle, but if you, let me see. Like right here, some of the potatoes are a little dry. There's some liquid on the bottom. I mean some of the melted butter. But, see it? See? But, let's see. Not quite. But over the top, I want it to kind of be moist when I go and put it in the oven. Because that heat is going to dry it up. So that's why I'm going to double check it. So what I'm thinking of doing is, like, I always set a timer. Stir it up. I always set a timer, because I'll lose track of time if I don't. And I might set one for 30 minutes so I can just come specially check, make sure it's not too dried out. Because there's been a couple of times I made this, but with the whole chicken instead of cutting the chicken up. And it's been I don't know, the potatoes just felt like they were a little dry. So did the green beans. So I want to check to make sure the oven didn't dry up all the liquidy butter. Okay? So, that's what I'm going to do. Okay? Yes, there's butter at the bottom. I just wanted butter at the top and everything. Just kind of mixing it through. Okay? Now, I'm going to call my son in here and put this in the oven for me because one hand is a mess and I can't lift both sides. I got to lift both sides, but I can't. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in, like I said, an hour and 10 minutes. But after 30 minutes, I'll be pulling it out to check to make sure it's not too dry. Oh, wait a minute. It said cover with foil. Oh, sorry, people. My mistake. My mistake. It said cover with foil. That,
Oh, your hands are
yeah. Just cover with foil. Probably that helps keep the moisture in too. So that's one thing I didn't mention, guys. Cover with foil. And if you want to check it to make sure it's still moist after 30 minutes, which I recommend, just carefully take the foil off.
Bye, chicken.
Okay, let me put the timer on. I'm going to put the timer on for 30 minutes and I'm going to check it afterwards. Okay? So don't forget, put foil on it. And if you take off the foil carefully, don't rip it or anything so you can use it again. So if it looks fine to you, put the foil back on and put it back in. I'm mostly just checking for the moisture to make sure it's not too dried up. Okay? Because I know after 30 minutes it probably won't be done. The potatoes need to cook and the chicken. But definitely, it's an hour and 10 minutes. Check it. If you don't check it before, at least check it at 45, 50 minutes so you can see how much how good the chicken is or the potatoes, how soft they are. Okay? All right, and like I said again, it was 2 cans of green beans. You can make more if you have a bigger pan if you want, if you're making for more people. 3 chicken breasts, cut up or not cut up. It's up to you. Okay? So if you don't cut it up, you might have to adjust the time depending how thick the chicken breast is. Okay? And you can use fresh green beans, just letting you know. Just break off the tips of the green beans on the fresh green beans. Okay? And I'm pretty sure you probably could use another vegetable if you don't want to use green beans. You could probably use broccoli. I'm guessing you could use asparagus. Whatever. Test it out. All up to you. Okay? And I'm guessing you could use something else other than chicken. You could try pork chops. I've never tried anything else but chicken, but that's a suggestion. Okay? Alright, and if you're using regular potatoes, like you saw mine were the baby potatoes. Some were a little bigger, so I just cut them in half. But if you're using regular potatoes, use about 4 or 5 medium-sized potatoes and cut them up in little chunks. Okay? And if you're making for more, you can use more than 4 or 5 potatoes. It's all up to you how much you want. Okay? Alright, 1 packet of the Italian dressing mix, salad dressing mix. Okay? Alright, and you might want to use more than 1 packet if you're using, like if you're making more for more people, more than 3 chickens or more than 2 cans of green beans or more potatoes, you might need more than one of these. Or if you like a lot of this, you can use 2 packets or 1.5 if you like more of this. Okay, 1 stick of butter, but as you saw for mine, it didn't cover all the top of the potatoes like I wanted, so it might be 1.5 sticks. It's, you can try 1 stick and see if it's enough liquid for you, and then you can adjust from there, especially if you're making more. All right, so I will show it to you as soon as it comes out, and then we'll end up plating it, and I'll taste it for you. All right. All right, so here it goes. I'm going to get ready to take it out. All right, so I said I was taking it out the oven. Let's take a look at this. We got that. All right. So after it was like another 30 minutes after I checked it the first 30 minutes, I took the foil off because the potatoes still needed cooking a little bit longer. The green beans were so the chicken was still red. a little bit, but so let's see let's see about the potatoes. Let's see. They've got a little, they're not like super duper soft, but they're like, they've got the firmness to them like you would, like if you were going to make potato salad, and you know how you don't want to make your potatoes too as soft as you do for mashed potatoes. So when you stir it up, mix all the mayonnaise and stuff in it, your potatoes don't get squished and fall apart, you know? That's the kind of firmness that it's got. Yes, let's see. I needed to do something. So let's see. Turn this around a little bit so you can see the plate. Now look, I'm trying to, the chicken being it was stacked, kind of got cooked together, so I'm trying to break it up. And the green beans, chicken, so let me, just trying to break some of this chicken up. Yeah, because the way it was stacked, it all got stuck together. So, yes. So, all right. So you see that, and that's how that is. You know, you got the potatoes. Got the potato. Okay. So, you know. So everything's pretty much done. Chicken's done. And I wanted to break it apart. Still got all that buttery liquid at the bottom. But I wanted to break it apart so I can make sure the chicken all underneath was cooked and not red. You know, you want to make sure. Because if you, if it's not all flat, like some of the chicken is stacked on top of each other, then it'll stick together. But
What happened?
you just break it apart.
Thomas? Was somebody talking to you?
But, yeah, but it's all done.
What'd you go back out there for?
Potatoes are all good. Green beans are all good. My dog came running in here, probably wanting some chicken. But yeah, so it's a chicken, you know, one pan dinner. Let's see, have my husband try it. All right, thumbs up on him. So that's it, a chicken one pan dinner. You know, and I advise if you're gonna make this, maybe get a pan a little bit bigger so the chicken can spread out a little more, and the potatoes and the green beans. Okay? Especially if you're going to make more than this, you know. It was 3 chicken breasts, 2 cans of beans, and a bag of small potatoes. Or, you know, 4 to 5 medium potatoes cut up. But you can make more if you're having more people, or if you just want leftovers. Which next time I'm going to make more because I want leftovers. But it's easy. You just put it all in one pan. You know, sprinkle the Italian dressing mix on it, and then, you know, pour the 1 stick of butter, or a little more if you needed it, over it, and pop it in the oven for 1 hour and 10 minutes at 350. Simple, 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 but just double check it to make sure it says moist. And I would check it like at 50 minutes to 1 hour to make sure that the chicken's done and the potatoes are soft, and cover it with foil. Cover it with foil. Okay? Now, if you take it out the oven like at 1 hour or something, or 55 minutes or 1 hour or something, and you see a little bit of the chicken that was still red, because when I took it out, it was the second 30 minutes, so that was about an hour. Potatoes could use a little more cooked. The green beans were just about good, but they just could have used a few more minutes. But the chicken, some of the chicken on top, you can see the redness, a little bit of redness in it. So I took the foil off and I left the foil off. Okay, I left the foil off for the rest of the time. So, but I do thank you guys for watching. And if it's your first time seeing my YouTube video, please subscribe and check the all so you can get all notifications when I upload a video. And I appreciate all my subscribers and any new subscribers. And I appreciate you guys. Stay positive, and I'll see you in the next cooking video. Love you. Bye.